Hello, my name is Michael Schultz, and I am a sophomore at Fordham University's Gabelli School of Business. Today, I'm going to be discussing the importance of improving upon my selected area for improvement, the steps that I'm going to take in order to improve my selected area, and the results that I desire once I take these steps. First, the area of my communication style that I wish to improve upon is my responsiveness to criticism. As I covered in my results video, many of my interviewees noted that I lack a responsiveness to criticism as I fail to adequately value the opinions and ideas of others. As a result, this makes me come off as cocky and hinders me from using the ideas of others in order to better myself. This is a very important area for me to address as it will allow me to continue to grow both intellectually and socially. I believe that if I'm able to increase my responsiveness to criticism, then I'll be more prepared for success in the business world upon graduation. Thus, strengthening my responsiveness to criticism is a key initiative that I have set out for myself over the course of my remaining 2 years in college. First, I will be discussing the importance of improving upon my responsiveness to criticism. As I briefly touched upon earlier, my responsiveness to criticism hinders me from improving myself both intellectually and socially. By brushing off every form of criticism I receive and not using it to improve myself, I am missing out on a huge opportunity to gain insight into how I am performing and how I'm interacting with others. For instance, if a boss or a coworker provides me with constructive criticism regarding how I interact in a group or team setting, and I simply ignore their criticism by thinking that they're wrong, then I'll miss out on the opportunity to ask them further questions regarding what I could do in their mind in order to improve the way I interact in a team setting. As I attempt to move forward in my career, this lack of responsiveness to criticism will not allow me to develop as a member of the workforce. Thus, if I do not become more responsive to criticism, I can never expect to improve my skill set. The only way that I can improve or come up with new ideas is by generating ideas and ways to improve by myself. You can see where the problem here arises. I may consider myself to be intelligent, but I certainly don't know everything there is to know. For instance, if I don't realize on my own that in order to improve in the business world, I must become more analytical, then I'll never be able to make that improvement, even if I receive criticism from someone for not being very analytical. Then, even if I eventually come to understand this criticism that the person was trying to give to me, and then finally work to implement their criticism, the time that I wasted thinking of that improvement on my own was very valuable and is now lost. Also, if my lack of responsiveness to criticism continues to exist in its current form, then I'll end up with very few friends, as most people that are around me will get the sense that I think I'm always right, and no one wants to be around a condescending know-it-all. Thus, in order to continuously improve in the workplace and in my social life, I must address the fact that I'm not very receptive to criticism. Finally, I will speak in regards to the specific results that I desire. I truly believe that improving my receptiveness to criticism begins by improving my listening skills. If I can become more engaged when others are speaking to me, then I feel I'll be able to understand their ideas more completely and will value their opinions. Then, I'll be more receptive to their criticism if I'm fully able to understand what they're explaining to me, and also if I value that person's opinion, then I'm more able to likely want to satisfy what they're asking. However, I must be genuinely engaged when I'm listening to them. If I attempt to only look engaged so that I can make the other person believe that I'm responding well to their criticism, then I've defeated the purpose and will never truly improve my listening skills, and therefore my responsiveness to criticism. Also, once I begin to value the ideas of others and be more open to their opinions, then I must genuinely attempt to improve upon the areas that the person was criticizing. I think that attempting to utilize the criticism of others will be very beneficial to me, especially if the criticism serves to help me improve upon myself. Thus, this will make me more open to accepting the criticism of others in the future, as I'll see that their thoughts and opinions are very valuable to me. For instance, suppose that my coworker suggests that I need to become more organized by keeping a better filing system in my email. If I adopt this new filing system for my email account, and the system actually helps me to become more organized, then I'll be more accepting of the ideas of others in the future. Next, measuring my responsiveness to criticism is very much subjective to the person from which I'm receiving the criticism. Essentially, I'll know if I've become more responsive if and only if I ask for the feedback of others. After a significant period of time has passed since I received the criticism, let's just say a few weeks, I must ask the person who criticized me if he or she felt that I responded well to their criticism. Thus, I'll know if I have successfully improved my responsiveness to criticism if both I and the person who criticized me believed that I was actively engaged while they were criticizing me, if I valued their ideas and opinions, and if I genuinely attempted to utilize their criticism in order to improve myself. So to recap, today I talked about how important it is for me to improve my receptiveness to criticism so that I'm able to continuously improve both socially and intellectually, and what a successful improvement will look like. Now hopefully, I can actually go out and improve my receptiveness to criticism so that I can be successful upon graduation. Thank you.